Gentlemen of BPC United, you've been waiting, mostly impatiently, for months, and it's finally here. Week 1 of the NFL and the start of our 2021 fantasy football season. That sense of purpose and meaning that you've been searching for since January has come surging back into your hearts, and all will feel right in the world for the next 14 weeks. Some of you will even have the opportunity to extend that feeling for another few weeks with a playoff run. But for Chris, Matt, and a few others, 14 weeks is all you'll have, so let's enjoy it. As you know, I'm your commissioner, and I'll be joining you each week to take you through our matchups, give my thoughts on who has the upper hand, and highlight one competition as the BPC United Match of the Week. And as is our new tradition, each of you will have the opportunity to submit your Match of the Week pick and compete with the rest of the league in an attempt to finish the year with the best record and end up as the Match of the Week champion. Is there anything better than hitting the beach with your favorite cider? Well, this isn't just any old cider. This is Watson's Dead Man Hard Cider. Did we mention it's almost 100% alcohol by volume? We had to put this stuff in steel cans. We tried aluminum, but the cider kept eating right through the container. Sure, the can says things like mango and wildberry, but it mostly just tastes like burning. Our lawyers told us we can't even legally refer to this stuff as cider. Oops. So grab some friends you can trust and a 6-pack of Watson's Dead Man Hard Cider. With the season kicking off on Thursday night, there's no time to spare, so let's get straight into this week's matchups, beginning with Team Ian versus Turd Ferguson. In this battle of LA quarterbacks, I'm mostly focused on the running game and how Antonio Gibson and Nick Chubb will stack up against Dalvin Cook and Mike Davis. While I do think Team Ian will see more production from his running backs, I think the difference maker and X factor this matchup will be Robert Woods, who had a great 2020, and I think Turd Ferguson can look forward to another productive year from him. So I'm kicking off this year's picks with a prediction that Turd Ferguson is going to start the year 1-0. Our next matchup is between MCAS and CD's Nuts. For me, the big question in this one is which version of Odell Beckham and Ezekiel Elliott will show up for MCAS this year, who has a lot riding on those two. And while I'm looking forward to the QB battle between Kyler Murray and Josh Allen, my X factor in this one is the second-year Dallas man and his team's namesake, CD Lamb. I think he's going to benefit from having Dak back under center and is poised for a big year. So with that, I'm giving this one to CD's Nuts. Now, if projected totals are to be trusted, our third matchup this week should be a good one between Kamara's Cup Hurts and Tua Legit Tua Quit. Both teams led by young quarterbacks who both have something to prove, but the real head-to-head to watch out for is Alvin Kamara versus Derrick Henry, whose position ranks have them at 1 and 2 respectively at the start of this year. Even though we can expect to see big things from them, my X factor in this one is going to, believe it or not, come down to the defense. Miami led the league last year with 18 interceptions and 28 forced turnovers, so I'm expecting to see a couple of those against New England's rookie quarterback, providing Tua Legit Tua Quit with a slight edge in the win in this one. Up next, we have Team Anguish and last year's champion, Mahomes and me. And this is looking like another one that might go down to the wire. Understandably, everyone is going to have their eyes on the return of Saquon Barkley, but what I'm focused on is my X factor in this one, and that's the Patrick Mahomes to Tyreek Hill combination. That'll sound familiar to Mahomes and me. So look for these two to combine for some big points and lead Mahomes and me to a 1-0 start as he attempts to defend his title. Our fifth matchup this week continues our trend of close calls and should be an exciting one. So exciting, in fact, that it is our Week 1 Match of the Week. Lucas John will have Brady and Fournette kicking off the NFL season on Thursday, and Deontay's Inferno will see Andrews and Edwards wrapping up the week on Monday Night Football. But the game to watch will be Seattle versus Indy, who will see more of the ball from Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett, or DK Metcalf. Well, I do think Wilson will have a heck of a game. My X factor here is DK Metcalf, who I believe will push Lucas John over the line to win a close one. And last but not least, our final matchup this week is between Poppin' a T-Boner and Looking Through the Science. Last year's Fliz, looking through the science, is hoping to avoid a repeat of a dismal 2020 where he was humiliated week after week by kicking off his 2021 campaign with an emphatic win over popping a T-Boner, and win he shall. T-Boner has a solid wide receiver core led by Diggs and Hopkins, but I don't think they'll be able to withstand the points put up by Lamar Jackson. And my X factor for this one, the return of Christian McCaffrey. Look for Christian McCaffrey to pummel the Jets into submission and lead Looking Through the Science to 1-0 and a hopeful start to the season. So that's it, guys. Week 1's picks are in the books, and that means it's time to finally watch some football. So head to bpcunited.com to submit your picks for Match of the Week. And good luck, everyone.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.